Welcome to part 6 of digital break-in and Rise of the Beast system. And it is December the 16th, 11:09 p.m. And going to kick back off into Revelation 13. We were talking about how and it deceiveth them that dwell upon the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Now remember what the person on the video was saying about Revelations 13. We are now reading it. It is not stated anywhere anything about the mark at this point, but we're getting into that. And they try to make it look like this whole book, this whole chapter, rather, is just about that. No, you have to be careful how you speak stuff. It can be very misleading to people. Now, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and to cause many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Who is the beast? Man. Man, he is beast. Man is beast, and you've been worshiping him for so long already. You got your idol stars, your idol football players, your idol baseball players, your idol basketball players that you look up to, and all these things, and you call it fandom, but it's idol worship of that person. You're worshiping the creature rather than the creator. And Jesus, whom is God, is a jealous God. And he sees that you lavish more attention on them than you do him. And he doesn't like it. He doesn't want that. Now, what's going to happen here? Verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark.
You can, to please help to financially support this ministry. If you feel led to pledge any amount of...
Oh, sorry about that. Well, video tried to kick back in before I'm ready for it. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. How could you have the name of the beast? How could you possibly take on the beast's name? Oh my God. Please tell me it's not true, Adonai. please, Jesus, no. Let it not be so. Here is the wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And let's understand this. Here is wisdom. That means insight in the truth. If you have insight into the truth of this. Now I'm going to give you some insight into the truth of this. This way is so straight. Not even a fool could err therein. And we're supposed to enter it like an as to a child, or not at all. Do you think a child is going to be able to sit around and count numbers, little tiny child, or even a fool? No. Man is beast, and his number is 6. And if you get 3 of them together and their number is 6, that's 666. The unholy trinity. It's not as hard as y'all make it to be. That's the problem. We got Bible scholars trying to change this, because they don't want it to be understood. They don't want you to get it. They don't want you to understand. But I want to back up and I want to look at something. In the past couple years, we have seen this right here. And he calls us both, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. They told us, if you don't do these things, you can't buy, can't go into public places, like stores and whatnot. You can't buy, you can't get on a plane, you can't get on a boat, you can't do anything without your cover. And then it got worse as these things came out. They told us without that digital passport, the green dot, you cannot enter into certain venues, which meant you couldn't buy or sell in those particular places. And you want to say that these things are not part of the mark of the beast because you did them. There is nowhere in what we just read where it says it's going to be a chip under the skin. Nowhere. No, what it says is that you'll receive a mark. You don't know what, that this particular thing, you don't know what this particular thing that you have done, those of you that have done it, you don't know what kind of marks it's going to put on you. I'm going to take you into another book in a little while, and I'm going to show you some more verses that goes with the mark. But I want you to look right here. It says, and he calls us all, both small, which is children, and great, which is adults, rich and poor. Now, if it had to do with money, a monetary system, why would the poor name that? Free and bond. Why would prisoners need that? They can't get out and go shopping. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. But we do know that they were putting this through the prisons. We do know they pushed that on the children. Why would children need that? I mean, not this. Why would children need the mark to buy or sell? What are children going to be buying and selling? Think about it. So why would they need to cause them to take the mark? But if it's a health issue, that covers everybody. Everybody's going to need it if they're not healthy. And certainly the unwise old owl is pushing this. And certainly we see this, but you still refuse to believe that this is, these things change your RNMA. It's called the CRISPR, and it cuts out your DNA and it replaces it with its own spike DNA. Whatever that is in them little tubes replaces your DNA with itself. That doesn't bother you. That doesn't worry you in the least that you're now Nephilim. You have allowed the beast to deceive you. Man, to deceive you. And we are told multiple times throughout the New Testament, see that no man deceive you. Let no man deceive you by any means. What does the Bible tell us to do when we're sick? To go to the churches and let the elders lay hands on us. But how can they? Where are the elders? Where are the ones that truly believe in the Lord? That truly believe that miracles still happen, that He still heals the way He always did. No, that ain't what you believe these days, elders. This is what you believe. You believe in these types of things, and these types of things, and these types of things. But you do not believe on the laying on of hands and the healing miraculously, like the elders did years ago. No, you're not like the disciples at all. So how are you a saint? How are you a saint of God? You best be thinking about what you're doing and what you've done, and coming out of the sin that you have done and committed, and coming away from it, and repenting of your sorceries. Pharmakia is sorceries. Not just referring to these things. I'm referring to all pharmakia. Every bit of it. Because man has deceived us for a long time and got us where We did all this. And we headed right down that road. Lickety split. Believing in these things. I'll see you in the next part.